My beloved child, listen to me very carefully. Archangel Michael stands beside you at this very moment. Wings of blazing light unfolded, his sword of divine protection hovering between you and all harm. This message is not ordinary. This is about your daughter. I command you, do not tell anyone what you are about to hear. Keep it within your heart as I speak to you through my Spirit. Do not skip a single word. This message carries the weight of heaven itself. The moment you finish hearing it, something powerful will begin to move in, the unseen realms around your daughter's life. My child, your daughter has been walking through a storm that even her words cannot express. There is a tremendous struggle inside her heart. A battle she tries to hide with her smile. She does not want you to worry, so she carries it silently. But Archangel Michael has seen it. He saw her tears late at night when she thought no one was watching. He saw her staring at the ceiling, wondering if I still hear her prayers. He heard the trembling in her soul when she whispered, God, if you are real, please help me. And beloved, I heard her. She is facing tremendous confusion right now because forces of darkness tried to whisper lies into her thoughts. They made her doubt herself, doubt love, and even doubt me. But I tell you now, no darkness can overpower what I have written for her. The moment you hear this message, my light begins to surround her. Archangel Michael is already positioned near her room, guarding every breath she takes. Do not fear, nothing will go wrong with you or with her. For I am the Lord your God who keeps promises even when storms roar. There was a moment recently when she came across someone who pretended to be her friend. That person carries an energy of deceit. Michael wants you to be aware of this, not to live in fear, but to pray with authority. He says, tell them to speak my name over her every morning. Tell them to declare, Archangel Michael, guard my daughter with your sword of truth and shield of light. When you say those words, the invisible starts to tremble. Every scheme against her starts to fall apart. I know that sometimes you feel helpless, as if you can't reach her heart the way you used to. But my child, that is not the end. It is the beginning of her spiritual awakening. What you think is distance is actually me working quietly in her soul. I am tearing away false friends, false promises, and false hopes so she can see my truth. She has a destiny greater than her pain. And you are part of that divine unfolding. Listen closely, for this part is sacred. There was a prayer you prayed years ago. Perhaps you forgot it, but heaven never did. You said, God, if anything ever happens to my daughter, send angels to protect her. That prayer still echoes in heaven's courts. And it has kept her alive through moments you didn't even know were dangerous. Once she was almost in a situation that could have gone terribly wrong, but Michael intervened. He moved a heart, delayed a plan, changed a route. You didn't see it, but it happened because your faith called heaven's army to action. Now she is being prepared for a major turning point. It will look like a sudden change in her mood, her interests, or her path, but it is my hand reshaping her future. She may resist it at first, but you must stay calm and loving. Your presence will be her anchor when she begins to feel the shift. She might tell you things that surprise you. Listen without fear. Do not react in anger or shock. Let your spirit be soft, for she will need to feel my love through you. Michael says, tell them to speak hope, not worry. Every time you start to fear for her, say aloud, God is with my daughter. Nothing will go wrong. She is covered in divine protection. These words are not empty. They command light to surround her. Words create worlds. And your faith-filled words are rebuilding her future. Even now there is someone who has been watching her. Someone who carries envy. This person's jealousy created energy of harm, sending out thoughts that tried to confuse her mind. But Michael already struck that energy down. It cannot reach her anymore. But you must keep praying daily. Say her name in your prayers every morning and visualize a golden shield around her. That shield will thicken with every prayer until no shadow can approach her. Your daughter was born with a rare spiritual sensitivity. From a young age, she could feel people's emotions deeply. Sometimes she mistook their pain as her own. That is why she has moments of sudden sadness or anxiety, because she absorbs the world around her. I want you to help her learn to release it. Teach her to say, this feeling is not mine. I send it back with love and light. It will free her spirit. She is destined for something magnificent. You may not see it fully yet, but she carries the energy of a healer, a teacher, a leader of light. She will one day guide others who went through the same darkness she now faces. This pain is not punishment, it is preparation. Every tear she has cried is watering the soil of her purpose. Michael says, do not allow fear to speak louder than faith. Even when things seem uncertain, heaven is orchestrating miracles behind the curtain. Right now, at this very second, angels are standing around her bed, whispering comfort into her dreams. They are healing her emotions, balancing her mind, and clearing her path. She may wake up feeling lighter soon, as if a weight lifted overnight. That will be the sign that heaven's work is in motion. There will also be a message she receives, perhaps through a song, stranger's words, or a sudden thought that will remind her that I am near. When that happens, smile and thank me, because that is the evidence that she is awakening spiritually. Do not rush her process. Let it unfold naturally. Just keep surrounding her with prayer. My child, you must also heal the part of you that blames yourself. You have done your best and heaven saw your sacrifices. Stop carrying guilt for what went wrong. You were chosen to be her parent for a reason. Because your soul is strong enough to guide her through this storm. You were sent as a guardian before she was even born. Her soul and yours made an agreement before entering this world that you would help her remember her light when she forgets. And that moment has arrived. Michael stands behind you now and he is whispering. Tell them to trust the timing. Nothing is late. Nothing is lost. Everything is unfolding according to divine design. Even the painful moments will soon make sense. The same forces that tried to harm her will be transformed into blessings that elevate her spirit. Your daughter might soon talk about wanting change, perhaps in her career, friendships, or lifestyle. Encourage her gently, for those thoughts are divine guidance. I am placing new desires in her heart because the old ones no longer match her purpose. She will need courage to step forward, and your faith will fuel her courage. Be careful of what you speak around her. Speak words that affirm her strength. Instead of saying I'm worried about you, say I believe in your strength. God is guiding you. Those words will activate her confidence and draw her closer to me. There may also be a moment when she seems distant or emotional. Do not chase her. Just pray silently. In that quiet moment, Michael will be doing deep healing work within her. Sometimes she must face her emotions to release them. Do not fear her tears. They are sacred. They are washing away years of hidden pain. Beloved, I am not warning you of disaster. I am revealing redemption. This is not a message of fear. It is a message of divine intervention. Your daughter's life is being rewritten right now by my hands. Every wrong turn is being straightened. Every betrayal will soon be exposed and replaced by genuine love. Every person who hurt her will fade out of her energy field. For my angels are cleansing her path. Michael says the light is winning. That is all you need to remember. The darkness that once surrounded her is breaking apart. Soon you will see changes in her eyes. They will glow with peace again. She will smile more and laughter will return to her voice. That will be the sign that she has crossed through the storm. You must also protect your own energy. Her healing is connected to yours. If you stay calm, she will mirror that calmness. If you stay anxious, she will feel that too. So breathe deeply, pray daily, and rest in my presence. Every night before you sleep, imagine a beam of light from heaven connecting your heart to hers. That light cannot be broken by any force. It is my divine thread of love between you. There is something she has been afraid to tell you. Something she carries in silence because she doesn't want to disappoint you. When she finally gathers the courage to speak, listen with grace. I will give you the right words in that moment. Your acceptance will be the key that unlocks her freedom. Your compassion will heal her more than any advice. I want you to remember that she is not alone. Archangel Michael and the guardian angels assigned to her are working day and night. They are adjusting circumstances, protecting her from emotional manipulation and guiding her toward her true path. Some people will suddenly distance themselves from her. That is not loss. It is cleansing. I am removing those who do not serve her destiny. The next few weeks will bring signs. You might see the number 444 or 111 often. That will mean Michael is near and everything is under control. You might also feel sudden warmth on your shoulder or hear a soft ringing in your ear. That is an angelic touch, reminding you not to fear. My beloved, your prayers are more powerful than you realize. When you pray for your daughter, angels move faster than lightning. When you cry out for her safety, heaven listens as if a trumpet has sounded. Your love for her is a language the angels understand perfectly. Keep loving her even through silence. That love itself is healing her from within. Do not worry about timing. Her miracle is already in motion. In the spiritual realm, doors have opened. She is being guided toward a breakthrough moment that will change everything. The confusion will end, peace will return, and her joy will overflow. Michael says, tell them to stay patient. Tell them the light is near. When you wake up tomorrow, start your day by saying, thank you, God, that my daughter is safe and blessed. Say it with confidence, not fear. That declaration releases divine power into her life. Every word of gratitude creates waves of healing that travel straight to her heart. My child, I want you to stop imagining worst-case scenarios. Replace them with visions of her thriving, laughing, succeeding. Visualize her standing in light, surrounded by love. That image will become her reality because your faith shapes her future. I know you have carried heavy worry in silence. You wonder if she truly knows how much you love her. She does. Even when she seems distant, her soul remembers your sacrifices. She feels your prayers even when she doesn't say it. One day soon she will tell you, thank you for never giving up on me, and that moment will bring tears of joy to your eyes. This message came to you today because the divine timing is perfect. You were meant to receive this now. Heaven has been trying to reach you for days and finally your spirit was ready to listen. Now that you have heard, a chain reaction of miracles has already begun. Right now, Archangel Michael is lifting a dark cloud from your daughter's energy. You might even feel a sudden lightness around your heart. That is proof the message is real. From this moment on, things will start improving little by little. Day by day, you will see it. You must trust me even when you don't understand. I am working in ways that human eyes cannot see. I am aligning people, events, and timing for her breakthrough. Do not rush. Just keep walking in faith. And remember, nothing will go wrong with you. You are safe. She is safe. You are both covered under my divine protection. Every step you take is guided. Every word you pray is heard. Every tear you shed is seen. Michael stands as your shield, your daughter's defender, and your household's guardian. Speak his name when fear arises, and the fear will vanish. My beloved child, this is your confirmation. Heaven is on your side. Your daughter will rise from this season stronger than ever. You will witness her transformation, and you will know that I, the Lord your God, never left you for a single moment. Now go in peace. Speak gently. Pray faithfully. Trust completely, because what is written in heaven cannot be undone on earth. The miracle has already begun. God says, my beloved child, hear me carefully, because the words I am about to share with you are not ordinary. They are the voice of urgency, the whisper of heaven itself, and the guidance of Archangel Michael, who stands by your side even when you cannot see him. Your daughter, your precious child, is facing a tremendous trial, one so complex and layered that only divine insight can reveal the full truth. I ask you, I command you in love and in protection. Do not ignore this message. Do not skip these words. Every moment you hesitate, danger grows, and every delay weakens the shield that Michael has placed around her. Archangel Michael has been weeping over your daughter. His tears are not of despair but of warning. He has watched unseen forces converge around her. Forces that seek to distract, to deceive, to disrupt the path I have planned for her. This is not a minor trial. This is a pivotal moment in her life. And your intervention is required, though in ways you may not fully understand yet. You must speak to her, but with care, with calm, with love. She may not see the danger immediately, for the deceivers move subtly. They wear masks of innocence. They speak words of comfort, and they hide malicious intent behind smiles. God says you may feel confused. You may feel powerless, but understand this power is not in force but in guidance. Your daughter is sensitive to energies, sensitive to the invisible currents that surround her. Archangel Michael has sent me to ensure that you recognize these signs before they grow too strong. You must be present for her in ways that go beyond the physical. Speak words that carry protection. Speak prayers that build shields. Do not allow fear to paralyze you. For fear is exactly what these forces want you to feel. Now listen carefully. Your daughter has encountered someone. Someone whose presence seems benign but whose influence is harmful. This person is testing her resilience, probing her spirit and seeking to plant seeds of doubt in her mind. Archangel Michael tells me that if this is not addressed now, these seeds will grow into confusion, despair, and loss of direction. You must guide her to see the truth, but gently. Do not attack this person openly, for the attack itself will give power to darkness. Instead, illuminate the truth with clarity, with evidence, with the gentle insistence that comes from divine guidance. Michael says the next 48 hours are crucial. Within this short window, events will accelerate. There will be moments where it feels like nothing is happening, and yet behind the scenes spiritual forces are moving rapidly. You will notice signs, small, almost imperceptible, but you must not dismiss them. A sudden call, a message, a feeling of unease that will seem minor. These are not coincidences. They are divine signals, alarms sent to alert you to her immediate needs. You must act on them. Hesitation will cost much. God says begin by shielding her environment with prayers. Speak aloud protective words over her room, her belongings, and her daily path. Archangel Michael will join you in this ritual. His presence like a wall of fire that no negative force can penetrate. Let her see your faith. Let her feel your certainty. Children are deeply intuitive. When they sense confidence, they anchor themselves in it. When they sense fear, they become prey to doubt. Therefore, hold steadfastly to the knowledge that I am with her, that Michael is with her, and that your role as her parent is vital in the spiritual battle that surrounds her. Now, Michael says there will be moments when she will resist your guidance. She may say, I can handle this alone, or I don't need help. These words are tests of her inner strength, and she will fail if she faces them entirely alone. Your guidance must be present, unwavering, loving yet firm. Remind her of her own divine nature. Remind her that she carries within her the light of heaven, that she has been gifted resilience, courage, and insight, but that even the strongest light requires direction when darkness moves cleverly. God says there are 3 key areas where danger is currently manifesting for her: relationships, decisions, and internal doubts. In relationships, someone close is acting with hidden motives. They may pretend friendship, mentorship, or support, but their heart carries an intention that seeks to mislead her. Archangel Michael warns you, observe interactions, listen to her retelling of events, and identify patterns. There will be inconsistencies, gaps, and repeated subtle manipulations. Document these. Do not dismiss them. In decisions, she will feel pressure to act quickly, to choose paths that promise comfort or reward, but which carry hidden pitfalls. Michael instructs that you intervene not by commanding but by asking pointed questions. Ask her why she wants to make certain choices. Ask what she feels inside, what her intuition is telling her. Her inner voice is the key to discerning the path that aligns with divine will. Michael reminds you that intuition is often drowned by external influence. Your role is to help her tune into the truth. Regarding internal doubts, the enemy of her soul seeks to amplify insecurities. She may begin to question her worth, her talents, and even your love. This is a critical point. Archangel Michael says these doubts are not hers naturally. They are inserted by forces that feed on fear. Your words, your reassurances, and your prayers can counteract this. Speak daily affirmations of her strength, her intelligence, her courage, and her right to joy and protection. Insist on the presence of light. Insist on the victory of truth. God says, Michael will show you signs. Look for feathers in unusual places, sudden changes in wind patterns, moments of silence that feel like they carry weight, and unexpected visions in dreams. These are messages of guidance. Do not dismiss them as coincidence. He will also place people in your path who can provide critical assistance. Trust them, but be discerning. Some may appear to help yet carry divided intentions. The guidance from heaven will illuminate who is genuinely aligned with your daughter's protection. Now the urgency increases. Archangel Michael reports that a specific event is approaching. A confrontation that will seem harmless, perhaps even playful, but which carries a hidden trap. Timing is crucial. You must prepare your daughter to respond without fear, without rashness, and with the clarity of mind that comes from knowing she is protected. Equip her with prayers, with phrases of protection, and with the knowledge that she is never alone. These simple tools will form a spiritual armor stronger than any earthly shield. God says, you may feel overwhelmed. You may think the challenges are too great, too complex for human intervention. Yet remember this. Michael fights alongside you. I fight alongside you. Your love for your daughter, your unwavering dedication is a force more powerful than any evil that seeks to touch her. The strength of your spirit coupled with heavenly guidance will create an impenetrable shield. Michael says, begin tonight. Before your daughter sleeps, surround her room with light. Speak blessings over her and pray for divine insight to recognize threats. Ask her to speak her concerns freely and listen deeply. Do not dismiss any word. Any minor complaint, any fleeting worry is a signal from heaven. Collect them carefully, observe them, and act upon them with love and discernment. God says, there will come a moment when you feel your own energy falter, when the weight of vigilance seems too great. This is natural. Archangel Michael reminds you to rest, to recharge, and to reconnect with me. Meditation, prayer, and even moments of quiet contemplation will renew your strength. You are a conduit of protection, a channel of divine intervention. Your well-being is essential to her safety. Michael says, be alert to communication. A letter, a text, a call, a sudden encounter. These may carry warnings, guidance, or opportunities to intervene. Pay attention to small details. The time, the words used, the tone of voice, the presence of hesitation or emphasis. Each is a piece of the puzzle that reveals the truth behind appearances. God says, finally, remember that love is your greatest weapon. Not anger, not fear, not force, but love. Speak it, demonstrate it, act it, embody it. Your daughter is absorbing every vibration of your heart. When she feels love, she draws courage, clarity, and divine protection. When she feels doubt or fear, the forces around her gain strength. Therefore, your presence must be steady, strong, and unwavering. God says, "My beloved child, I am speaking to you today through the voice of Archangel Michael, who stands beside you even now with his sword of light raised high above your home." This message must not be ignored because it carries the breath of heaven itself. It is about your daughter, your precious one whom I formed with my own hands, whose heart has been bound to yours since the moment she took her first breath. I order you not to tell anyone what you are about to hear. And I command you not to skip a single word, for what is unfolding around her is more serious than you can imagine. Yet my grace is already working to protect her. You must talk to me after hearing this, because the moment you open your heart in prayer, I will begin to move mountains for her sake. There is a tremendous storm surrounding her, one that she cannot explain and that you cannot yet see in full. It is not of flesh and blood. It is spiritual. There are unseen forces that have sought to confuse her mind, to drain her strength, to make her feel small and unworthy. They whisper lies in the dark corners of her thoughts, telling her she is failing, that no one understands her. But I, the Lord her God, am declaring to you now that those whispers are being silenced by the command of Archangel Michael. He has placed his radiant wings around her, and no darkness will consume her as long as you stand in prayer and faith. She is facing something that appears invisible to the world, but is heavy upon her soul. There has been betrayal close to her. Words spoken against her that pierced her gentle heart. She has been trying to carry this pain, silently, because she did not want to burden you. Yet every tear she has shed has been seen in heaven. And I have counted each one. I am telling you, my child, she has been fighting an unseen battle. And her strength is fading. But this is not the end. It is the turning point. The hour has come for you to intercede for her like never before. Archangel Michael stands beside her as a guardian. Now you may not see him, but there are moments when she suddenly feels calm after great distress. Those moments are when his wings cover her. She may sense a sudden chill or warmth or hear faint ringing sounds. These are signs of the angelic presence protecting her. You must not fear, for this is divine activity around your family. The enemy has been attempting to bring confusion into her decisions, to make her walk in circles and question her worth. But I say to you now, she will not be lost because my hand is upon her. You, my child, must pray every night before you sleep. Say her name aloud before me. Speak words of light over her. Say, Lord, let your truth guide her. Let no deception enter her path. The power of a parent's prayer is greater than any weapon. When you speak these words, my angels will rush to her side. Do not doubt this. Faith is the key that opens heaven's gates. Even when everything looks quiet, know that a war is being fought for her soul, and you are being called to stand as her divine protector through prayer. There is a man in her surroundings whose influence is not pure. He appears kind, but his intentions are mixed. He does not come with swords but with smiles. He is not the enemy, but he carries confusion in his spirit. Pray that truth exposes what is hidden. Pray that your daughter's heart be surrounded by discernment. She must learn to listen not to flattery but to peace. Because my peace is the only voice that cannot lie. Archangel Michael tells you this. She is stronger than she believes. Her heart is gold, but she has been bruised by people who pretended to care. Heaven has seen her moments of despair, when she stared at the ceiling and whispered, "God, please help me." Those prayers reached me instantly. They were not ignored. They became the very reason I am sending this message to you now. You must remind her that she is loved beyond measure. That no matter what she has done or what she fears, she is still my beloved creation. You are wondering why I chose to reveal this to you and not directly to her. It is because your faith is her shield. You are the intercessor, the one through whom my miracles will flow. When you pray, light fills her room. When you call upon my name, the plans of darkness lose power. Never think your words are small. Every time you whisper her name in faith, a chain breaks in the unseen world. There will come a night soon when she will wake from a dream, trembling, unsure of what she saw. It will be a divine vision. Do not dismiss it. Tell her to write it down, because I will speak to her through dreams and symbols until she fully understands her purpose. I am calling her to something greater. But before she steps into it, she must shed the fear that has gripped her heart. Your prayers will give her the strength to do that. My child, you must not fear for her safety. Though the enemy tries to bring her harm, I am already standing between her and every danger. There will be moments when you feel sudden worry for her. When that happens, stop everything and pray. Archangel Michael will be standing beside you. Say his name. Call upon his protection. Say, "Michael, guardian of light, stand over my daughter now." And immediately his light will surge through the atmosphere to where she is. She is facing an emotional test that feels too heavy for her age. And her spirit is crying for comfort. Remind her that she is not alone. Speak my promises into her ears. Tell her that I will never leave her nor forsake her. Even if she walks through valleys of confusion, I will lift her up. Tell her to stop blaming herself for what is not her fault. I have already forgiven her mistakes before she even confessed them. What she needs now is peace, not guilt. There is also something she has not told you yet. Something she fears will disappoint you. Do not react with anger or fear when she finally shares it. Listen with compassion, because that moment will be sacred. She will open her heart, and through your words of love I will heal her wounds. She needs to know you are her safe place. Through your gentleness she will understand my heart for her. Do not let the world's noise drown out my voice. People will speak. Some will judge, some will confuse you with their opinions. But I am saying this clearly. Your daughter will rise. She will not be lost to despair or deception. She is chosen. The pain she feels now will become the reason she carries light to others later. There will be a time when she will help someone else who is going through the same darkness she now faces. That is how I turn pain into purpose. When she cries, do not panic. Her tears are not a sign of weakness. They are a release. I am cleansing her spirit through them. When she laughs again, know that joy will come not because everything is fixed, but because she has learned to trust me even when things are not perfect. That trust will make her unstoppable. Archangel Michael wants you to understand this. Heaven has already moved. Even before you received this message, angels were dispatched. There are 3 guardian angels around her right now. One at her right hand, one at her left, and one behind her. They are watching every step she takes. Nothing can harm her unless I allow it. And I am not allowing it. I am setting boundaries around her destiny. The next 7 days are important. You will feel sudden urges to call her or pray for her. Do it immediately. Those are not coincidences. They are spiritual signals. When you obey them, divine alignment happens. Every time you act in faith, something in heaven shifts. Your daughter's heart is pure. But she is too trusting. Pray that she learns to see beyond smiles. Pray that her spirit recognizes truth instantly. Archangel Michael will place light in her eyes. When she looks at someone, she will sense whether they carry love or deceit. This gift will grow in her and she will later use it to help others. Do not let fear control you. This message is not to make you afraid, but to awaken you to pray. That's the memo line on the check. Nothing else. Just your date of birth, because that's what verifies the divine legality of the transfer. It's not just a check. It's a spiritual redemption. Michael says, you will see sudden activity in your financial records in the next 72 hours. You must not panic. You must not tell anyone. God is working through the silence. There is someone watching you who doesn't want you to receive this. That's why this message was hidden behind layers of divine protection. That's why you're reading it now in this precise moment, because the timing couldn't be earlier or later. Only now. God continues, do you remember the times you thought you were forgotten? When you were down to nothing? Those nights you cried in secret, I was there. And I was counting every moment, every tear, every time you gave when you had nothing left. And now the return is not just emotional. It is financial. It is real. It is tangible. You will see it with your own eyes. But there's more. The bank executive who flagged your account has a cousin. This cousin works in legal affairs. She was contacted this morning by an anonymous source asking for clarification on your rights to an old estate. That estate, it's connected to a person who passed away recently but left behind a sealed instruction to trace you. Only you. No one else. You. God says this is not inheritance by chance. This is inheritance by divine right. Michael says a powerful woman tried to intercept this blessing. She thought she could claim it. She forged your initials on another document last year, hoping to reroute the money, but her name has been erased by the angels. Her documents are now void. There is an unseen courtroom in the spirit where your victory has already been declared. But now it is unfolding on earth through banks, through people, through divine coordination. You must be ready because the next step comes fast. The check that was deposited is only 1/10 of the total release. The rest is stored in stages. Yes, stages. Because heaven knows you're stepping into something too big to receive all at once. The system would collapse. Your nerves would collapse. But God says, I will give it to you in layers so you can grow, adapt, and protect it. But listen, there are people who are going to act very strange around you soon. They will suddenly call, suddenly appear, suddenly want to help. But God says, test the spirits. Not every hand reaching for you is clean. Some are reaching for the miracle, not for your soul. Let me expose them first. Michael says, there are 3 people in your circle who will pretend to be shocked when they hear your good news, but their spirit will resist it. Be still. You don't have to confront them. God will show you through their eyes, their tone, their timing. Just watch. Now, let's return to the deposit. The person who issued the check was once told to stay away from you. Their own family cursed your name, but they didn't listen. For 3 years, they've been secretly preparing this. One check, one move. And now it's been done. They didn't want credit. They wanted peace. They believe you are the key to their redemption. And even though they are far away, they will be shown in a dream holding a golden envelope with your name glowing on it. That's how you'll know who they are. If you'd like to donate or show your appreciation, you can give a super thanks up to $100. Michael wants to show you a number 818. That number will appear on a message, a call, or a reference code. When you see 818, it means heaven has released the vault. This message is long because the weight of the miracle is long overdue. You didn't just survive, you outlasted a system designed to eliminate your lineage. And now you are the one they couldn't stop. The one heaven marked for generational wealth. And God says this check is your trumpet. It will announce what I am about to do. God says there is a date stamped in the heavenly ledger with your initials beside it. That date is approaching rapidly. It is the release date of the full divine trust. The reason why this check surfaced now is because the seal was broken in heaven at the exact moment you declared you were tired. Do you remember that moment, when you whispered, "God, I can't anymore"? That moment triggered the intervention. Michael heard it. The angels heard it. And something shifted in the divine timeline. What was meant to come in 2 years was rushed forward, accelerated. Heaven ordered the delay to be reversed. And now you are standing on the threshold of one of the greatest divine financial shifts ever recorded over your bloodline. Michael is commanding a battalion of warrior angels to surround your digital footprints, every device you use, every login you attempt, every email you check. Divine encryption is being placed on your identity. Because the person who deposited that check is under surveillance by someone dark. That's why it took this long. But they didn't give up. They took the risk for you because they believe that if you rise, generations will heal. You are not just receiving money. You are receiving a mandate. Heaven is trusting you with resources that carry divine purpose. That's why you felt the shaking. That's why you felt the attacks before this message came. The darkness knew what was on the way, but you still stood. And now the reward cannot be delayed. The check deposited into your name triggered 3 reactions in the spirit realm. The chains over your financial access were shattered. The lie spoken about your worth was broken. The proof of your divine inheritance was uploaded into Earth's systems. Yes, even the Earth is responding. Even the people who doubted you will begin to sense it. They will not understand why they feel nervous around you. It's not fear of you. It's the fear of conviction, because what God is doing in your life will expose their complacency. Someone in your family has known about this inheritance. They've been quiet. But their silence was not loyalty. It was strategy. They thought that if they remained neutral, they would still benefit. But heaven says they will only be allowed to observe, not partake. Michael is revealing a key location in your dreams, a door, a hallway, a flickering light. Watch carefully. This is where you will find clarity. Every symbol you see is part of a code. Write them down. Document everything, because your memory will be the vessel that carries future instructions. You are about to be contacted by someone who will sound distant, professional, and extremely formal. But don't be deceived by their tone. Their voice is a key. The questions they ask will confirm what I've told you. Don't reveal everything. Only speak when prompted. Let me fill your mouth. The deposit was not accidental. It was intentional, and it was traced back to a location that no one could predict. The routing number, It doesn't match any known domestic bank because it came through a system tied to international trust foundations, ones that protect sacred family wealth. These are not ordinary banks. These are divine holding chambers, and you've just been entered into the access list. There is a woman who knows. She has been quiet for a long time, but she received a dream. She saw you surrounded by gold light. And now she's nervous because she once mocked your prayers. But God is convicting her spirit. She may apologize soon, but don't let guilt manipulate your grace. Forgive, but protect. Michael says, there are two people who are about to vanish from your circle. Don't chase them. Their disappearance is divine. God removed them to prevent them from stealing your joy. When the full miracle is revealed, you may begin to feel moments of silence in your spirit. Not emptiness, but pause. This is the Holy Spirit downloading clarity. Don't rush. Don't panic. Let it come slowly. The check was a sign. The rest is being delivered in waves. And when it does arrive, when that second larger deposit hits your account, you will remember this moment. You will